Hey, it's your girl DollfaceRadio, and I'm here today to tell you that I will be hosting at the new New York Music Festival, November 21st to November 24th. And today I have with me Bake, who has been in the game for a really, really, really long time, and it's a great opportunity that he is here today with us to get this interview set going, because he's performing 2 songs, right, in November 22nd?
Yes.
At the SP Theater.
SP Theater.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. So is everybody else.
Me too.
How have you been?
I've been good, man. I've been just grinding and staying to it, man. Sticking to the plan.
Okay,
Blessed,
okay.
I ain't got no complaints.
So how's the music been going? What's out now? What are we looking forward to?
The music is going good, man. I just dropped a project called Alive, adapted to life in various eras, under the label I'm signed to called Para Music Group, Sony. So it's been a dope response so far. My first single off that project is called The OU, featuring the Hamiltons.
Okay.
They Grammy nominated, so that's a dope record that I led with, and the project is just fire from start to finish.
Okay, so what was that process like?
Well, when I pick beats and I get my all of my production together,
Right.
the lyrics come pretty quick.
Okay.
So most of it is just like the other stuff around the scenes, like, mixing and mastering, making sure I own the beats, and getting all the numbers, SRC codes, and everything behind the scenes.
Okay.
The writing part is the quick part for me.
Okay, so as an artist, is it some artists say, oh, they have to listen to the beat first and then write, or write then listen to the music? How does your writing process actually go?
Well, for me, unfortunately, I haven't been a serious artist for a long time, but I don't have the luxury of just writing to anything. I have to love it.
Okay.
So once I hear the beat and I love it, the subject matter and everything comes to me. So I really never write to anything I don't love. Even if my fans listen to the music and there's certain songs they don't like, if I put it on that project, I loved it.
Okay. So you hear this generation music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, I'm young, but I do listen to Biggie Smalls, I listen to Tupac still, I listen to all of them still. And where would you characterize your music and place it, and where?
The best way to describe my music is if you was in high school, that one kid that's just cool with everybody,
Right.
and this person over here may not get along with them, but they both get along with him. So I'm the well-rounded, artist that you could drop me off anywhere and I have a record for it. I do recognize that it's a young man's game, and I just have to, adapt to the times, and basically I'm using my lyrical ability to blend in with the sound of now. You know what I mean? Sometimes the attention span is very short, so you don't want to go too complex all the time, but at the same time I just try to keep the potency of writing dope lyrics.
Okay. So as growing up in Brooklyn, of course, where did you grow up at?
Bed-Stuy.
Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
I hear Bed-Stuy do or die. I've been hearing that slogan for ever now.
Yeah.
Forever. Do you say that?
Yeah, used to.
You used to say
Used to, yeah.
Okay. Does your experience as you growing up reflect your lyrics?
Absolutely. I used to play professional basketball overseas in Australia for 8 years, and just coming from Brooklyn, like when I was growing up, I wasn't the best player. I just worked harder than everybody, and then I got to a point where I was really good. So I used that same work ethic that I had when I was an athlete, and I applied to the music. Most of the time coming out of Bed-Stuy, especially Brooklyn, everybody's a rapper. So when you're an artist, people are not going to give you anything. You got to earn it. You know what I mean? So I've done a really good job with transitioning from being an athlete to a musician. Some people remember me from basketball, but a lot of people can't even picture me as an athlete because I'm a full artist now.
Okay. I can fully understand that. I can get that transition that you made.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like it went very smoothly for you, though.
I mean, in hindsight, you look back at it, there's a lot of grinding. In 2011, I was in an open mic showcase every day of the week for a year straight. You know what I mean? I won a lot, I lost a lot, and I learned a lot. You know what I mean? And I'm able to take criticism and learn. And I'm happy that I got a team around me that they don't just tell me what I want to hear. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times artists be dope, but the attitude and their mentality might hold them back. You know what I mean? We live in a very sensitive era now. Like the climate is so sensitive.
Right.
It's a very fine line between constructive criticism and hating. sometimes if people don't hear what they want to hear, they label it as hate. And it could be the very thing that you take heed to and it changes your situation. You know, like,
right.
So I'm glad I don't have no yes men around me, and they've been very, very critical with what I'm doing, and it's paying off. It's a slow grind. Sometimes you might see a lot of one-hit wonders come and go,
right.
and they get on and they pop in real life. Some of them may not have the lyrical ability that I have, but at the
right.
same time I have to fit in and still stick to my grind.
Right.
I don't never say to myself, hey, this person got on and I'm not on yet.
Right.
I say to myself, my time is coming.
Okay.
You know?
I can fully get that. So the two songs that you're actually performing, right?
Yes.
Have you changed up the style of the way you perform and the way you write? Because this generation music is totally different now. Like, you know, like, in all honesty, me, I mean, I'm not an artist, but I do listen to the generation music now. Like,
Absolutely.
I do like it. You know, we had 6ix9ine. He's an unfortunate case right now.
Absolutely.
You know, but Pop Smoke came out with that hit, and actually, two of those. There was a Meet the Woo, and I can't remember the other song that was another hit too as well.
Welcome to the Party.
Yeah, Welcome to the Party. Yeah, that was a big one too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we have a lot of the young generation coming up in hip hop. So how is your music that you have now tied into them?
Well, I liked a lot of the new guys coming up now, but like not to forget, you know, Bobby and Rowdy.
Right.
You know, when they was out and, you know, being young guys from Brooklyn, they had the same frenzy going on in the city as these guys now. So hopefully when they come out, they'll pick up right where they left off. But me as an artist, I pride myself on lyrical ability. I might have a song that appears to be a fun, maybe a party, a club banger, but I'm going to be saying something in that. So that's just my way I differentiate. Like, if I have a trap record, it's going to be lyrics in it. It's not just going to be some, you know, things that don't really make sense. It's not going to be... that's just my way that I blend in with the younger generation. I'm going to give you the sound of what you like.
Right.
I'm going to pick the production of what you like, but I'm going to be myself on it.
Okay.
You know, so that's how I make the two meet.
Okay. So in your music now, though, I mean, you have your own style of music, how you rap, how you flow. Everything is your own type of style. Do you have anybody that is young, this age, that's a rapper, even if it's a female rapper, that you actually can say they actually have potential to, like, be a rapper? And when I say that, I'm saying in the sense of there's not a lot of real rappers out here. People are just saying nothing now. Yeah. So who artists do you feel actually can be that?
I think, well, it's a lot of young talent coming up in the city, and I think it's just a matter of confidence, because just because I'm lyrical, it doesn't mean that that's the definition of an artist. So what I'm saying is, like, it's a lot of dope people that's coming up, and they just have that vibe about them. They just have that swag about them, and they have the ability to capture, like, you know, the crowd with whatever they saying. Right. So, you know, like, that's, I don't just look at it like they don't have it. Like, it's a lot of dope talent in my city, you know. So many, like, if I named a few, I would leave a lot of people out, because it's just that many. Like, I can't name them all, you know. So it's like.
So what is your top two? What is your top two artists?
Top
right
two
now? Right.
artists or young artists?
Young artists. Young artists. Rappers at that.
Rappers. I'm gonna pick a female and a male.
Okay.
For the female artists, my top female artists is people like Kate Goddess. I don't know if you heard of her. Scott Banks is tough too. It's another girl that I see all the time. My name is Des Flo. Danny. And for the fellas, it's I would say my peoples from Lafayette Gardens, the Gold Gang. You ever heard of Gold Gang?
No, I haven't.
Dawa D, Montana the Trap Lord.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
So them young guys, so they really have a presence when they step out of there. But like I said, it's still so many young artists coming up, because right now, like, it's about creativity. When I was playing basketball and I was an athlete, there wasn't an abundance of artists or people that wanted to be artists. Right. This is the era, this is the situation where everything is accessible to you.
Okay.
The internet, like you can be overnight, you can be an
That's
artist
true.
with the way
That
the
is true.
technology is now. You know, starting with Soulja Boy. So it's like everybody's doing it. Everybody have their own, their own flavor to it. So it's just a matter of who makes it and when.
Okay. So in response to what you said about Instagram and social media, do you think that you have a better and easier way to brand yourself as an artist now than you were before?
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. When back in the days before social media, if you went platinum, you worked your ass off for it. It's not like people had the ability to see you instantly,
Right.
and you can reach millions of people. That didn't happen. So if you were a platinum selling artist during the time when it wasn't the internet, you really sold 1 million records.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, if your internet buzz, and labels understand that now, they understand that all of the machines that we have access to,
Right.
it allows us to create our own buzz, market ourselves, really just, and also sell records to our fans. You know what I mean? Like if I have a fan base of 200K,
Right.
if 10%, 20% of that buy my album for 99 cents, that's a lot of money.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, you picture you selling yourself as an independent,
Right.
dropping a single and making $10,000 off it, $15,000 because you have a core fan base. That's an advantage.
That's true.
And the labels understand that. They know that. Yeah, so it's a lot of artists out here that don't have a deal at first because they're riding the wave of that buzz, and it's an internet age where you can facilitate a lot of things on your own. You know what I mean? Outside of the budget, that's sort of the way to go.
That's true. I mean, social media has came a long way. So overall, I mean, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. But I use it as a good thing. They have great promo stuff. Like I was never a big fan of Instagram, social media in general, though. I really wasn't. I kind of came like into it like last year. Like just moving back from VA, me coming back here is like different, honestly, because I mean I've been away for about 2 years, but 2 years could really make a difference. Like
you gotta adapt.
Huge difference. And I came back and then I see the B46 says shuttle. No, it was, what is it? SBS Select Bus something.
Yeah,
I was like,
bus.
And I'm getting on the bus one day. Oh my gosh! And I knew they hate me because mad people on the bus ready to go to work, and I'm holding up that bus like I'm putting my little dimes in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's insane.
You came back to the New York.
Legit.
New.
Literally.
Everything new.
Yes,
Change
it
like you
is.
said.
It is. Unfortunately, it is. I mean, besides the fact that New York is being gentrified, I mean, that's a given on that topic.
Yeah.
That's a real given. I mean, have you seen Bed-Stuy change at all? In any ways?
Absolutely. I think it's a good thing. Personally, I don't dwell on the way it used to be. I think that a lot of the changes, I just don't like the way it changed, but a lot of the changes is a benefit.
Elaborate. What do you mean?
I mean, like, at a certain point in time, it seems like certain things switched on for the people to start caring about the neighborhood. So if you look at a real estate chart and your neighborhood is in the red, those are the places that the high crime. So when the crime rate is high, once they get the crime rate high, the properties are affordable.
Right.
So a landlord would buy buildings in an area that the crime rate is high, and then once the boom come, they build it up.
Right.
And they have that property built up. So that's why, Bed-Stuy probably was first. We was a bad neighborhood. Then they move into Brownsville now in East New York and stuff like that.
I mean, those apartments that they're building now, though, they're like highly expensive, highly expensive.
Yeah.
And the rooms are like probably like really small. They're not even a big apartment for them to be charging so much, but that's how they move the black community out of here.
Yeah, I talk to a lot of real estate people who understand that. They say when it's a heavy crime area, nobody wants to live there. The property is at least less expensive.
Okay, right.
So new,
So.
New York.
It is
That's
New
what we
New
here
York.
for. The New York.
I mean, I did come back to New York because a lot of things since I was gone for my 2 years has dramatically changed. I mean, I can say the people have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, the people has changed. I mean, coming from VA though, like people are so calm. But anybody from Virginia can tell that you're from New York. I mean, off the rip, they're like, yeah, you're not from here. Your personality, your swag, you're not from here. Like, you do not.
New York, we got our own vibe.
Yeah.
Man.
We definitely do, but a lot of people are leaving New York City to actually.
New York City has been rated the most unaffordable city to live in. It's so expensive.
Really?
Yes, you need 2 incomes to live comfortably in New York City. If you're buying a house or if you're buying an apartment, the apartments, like, you might pay $1,800 for a 2-bedroom, but you can buy a house in Atlanta and North Carolina for less than that per month.
Yeah.
It's very expensive to live here. So, you think of a 2-family house that they both have to have good jobs in order for you to live somewhere great, like a comfortable place. And then it's small. The size is small.
That's what I'm saying.
In comparison to other places.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and even then sometimes it's like, I mean, I do see the different prices now because, I mean, from VA, you can get like a whole 4 bedrooms, big old laundry room, patio, everything for like 7 and change with everything included. You come to New York, it's like, you'll be eating. Like, legit.
You can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Everybody say that. Do you think that's true?
I think that's true. Because you know why? I think that if this is the place where everybody, whatever you're doing, the majority of people are doing that. So like if you're an athlete, there's a court on every corner. If you're a musician, so when you go to other places and there's less people doing that, because you got that New York swag, you're going to stand out.
That's true.
You're going to stand out, That's true. Like even when I played basketball in other countries, there's only 2 Americans to a team. They are bringing Americans there. You're bringing, and it was New Yorkers, they bringing us there because we're at that level. That much higher.
Well, that's why we have the new New York Music Festival with the great artists performing here, Bake with us.
Yes, man.
The 22nd, do not miss out on that. This is what we're here for. Thanks again for coming. This is DollfaceRadio, and you guys should pop out November 21st to the 24th.
Yes.